Here's a typical example. The few slides that I'm going to show are going to indicate how when so suggested that you have a local distributor, I gave it a go. It turned out to be very stupid. The way people work here in Singapore or in Malaysia and this part of the world, any information they ask of you is merely to judge how much to mark up and how to make a killing, not because they want to help you or for any practical reasons to your benefit. The problem fundamentally is a combination of lack of communication skills, the proper English language, and the willingness to help, regardless of whether they understand technology or otherwise. That said, what you can see is that any information they ask of you, particularly in writing, which they want because they can't translate anything. This kind of steel is very complex, and after all, she forgets that this is only 4 pounds. You say it can be used for reactors and so on. Who would ever believe that 4 pounds of steel is meant for a reactor? And meanwhile, I bought it for less than $150, including shipping from the US. Wasted a whole lot of time, and then 2 weeks later they wanted $1,000 for less than 2 kilos of alloy steel. I've tried many times to buy stuff locally, but it has failed. Why so? Because these people don't understand technology. They don't understand anything that is technical. And they use the word technical for even simple things like dimensions, specifications, overall specifications that should be stated as a sales talk. It's interesting, and I will try and record some of the conversation in future, and it will make amusing hearing. It is truly interesting. I had an example where when we're trying to find a degausser, and the guy, when I asked what is the gauss level, and he said it was too technical. But that is a fundamental sales pitch. And this is exactly how things go here. And it's kind of interesting. And for that reason and many others, and any information that they want from you is merely used to judge how much you need it, who your customers are, and then use it to just mark it up, sky high. So that is the reason, and for that reason I've given up with this place, and this is never going to be my first choice. Locals fail in many aspects. And not because I have any discrimination against the locals. There are some good people whom I will continue to trust. Others definitely not. And the only information they ask for, they want it all written. It's not because of clarity, but merely to take that information and pass it on, because they can't translate anything, because they don't understand anything. And why would you want to deal with these people anyway, whose only intention is just you take any opportunity and just make a killing out of that, a real killing, In this example, you saw how a $100-odd item is attempted to be sold to you for well over $1,000. So that doesn't make sense. So for that reason, I would suggest don't trust these people. Approach pragmatics. We are probably your best international source to get anything at all, and do approach us. We are both technically capable and understand everything in technology, especially to those to those who are in the manufacturing sector, engineering in particular. And for that person who told us that this is for reactors, hope you understand from that example, and as best as I can, that it is no point wasting time with much of the local people whenever things are complex or when you're doing something new. If you're following a standard SOP, it's fine. Everything would have been established. There would be no issues about that. But when you're trying to do something new, that is when problems come in, and that is why this place doesn't even. These places will not be innovators. It's very unlikely it will happen, and whoever making it happen is doing it against all odds, or they are getting exceptional support in a certain way. It is all predefined and pre-done. But genuine innovators coming off from a garage is very unlikely. Anybody doing it with a passion is unlikely. So, though it is likely only when you break from the real mold of how things were done. I hope it has been useful. Take care and get in touch with us for anything new, anything that you want to buy, anything that you can't find, anything that you want real rock bottom cost. That is us.